Hello again, or for the first time, in which case, welcome. Today I want to show you how to make an apple chocolate roll-up cookie that also happens to be vegan. We will be preparing two doughs for this recipe. For the first, we will need 150 grams of flour, 80 grams of vegan margarine, 50 grams of sugar, and half an apple. For the other, we'll need 125 grams of flour, 25 grams of cocoa powder, 80 grams of vegan margarine, and 50 grams of sugar. This recipe should be relatively simple, so let's begin. Peel the half apple and chop it up into very small parts. Mix together the flour, sugar and apple and stir it around. We'll be kneading the dough, so you'll probably want to chop up the margarine into smaller bits as well. Add it into the flour, sugar, apple mixture. Knead it until it has become one homogeneous mass. Wrap it up in cling foil and put it into the fridge to cool down, so it will be easier to roll out without sticking to the surface. Then we just have to repeat the process for the other dough. Stir together flour, sugar and cocoa powder, chop up the margarine and add it all together, stir again and knead it until it has come together and put it into the fridge. After the dough has cooled down, grab a baking tray, cover it with baking paper and preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius. Flour your surface and roll out your apple dough. Try your best to make it into a rectangular shape. Then set it aside. Now you could of course reflour your surface for the chocolate dough, or just grab the baking paper from earlier to make the transfer a bit easier. If you use this method, be aware that you'll probably need one hand to hold the baking paper when you roll out the dough, otherwise the paper may slip away. Once you have the chocolate dough in roughly the same shape as the apple one, place it on top of the dough and return the baking paper to its proper place. Now, roll up the dough so we can create the nice swirls. In order to get clean slices, I'd recommend using dental floss or another thin piece of string. However, it can be useful to keep a knife on hand to cut the very bottom of the roll to ensure it doesn't rip off. So, create slices around 1 centimeter in thickness and put them onto the baking tray. Of course, if you don't really care that much, or just have to finish off the rest of the batch after already having done one tray, you can just cut it with a knife. But either way, let them bake in the oven for around 15 minutes. Let them cool off for a few minutes after they come out of the oven so you can pick them up without them crumbling apart. Then eat them, or give them to someone. I think at this point you should be able to figure out what to do with these biscuits. My job is over and done. Enjoy!